everyone, I'm Liz Maribicano and I'll be your guide today as we explore the amazing world of epithelial tissues.
And I am Blessy Heart Amizola, and I'll be joining Blaze to help you understand the different types of epithelial tissues.
So, let's get started. Before we start, think about your skin. It covers and protects your whole body, right? That's one of the best examples of epithelial tissue. But what's amazing is that epithelial tissue doesn't just form the outer layer of our body. It also lines our internal organs and even forms glands. So basically, epithelial tissues acts like a protective barrier. But that's not all. It also helps in absorption, secretion, and filtration, which means it plays a big role in how our body functions every single day. Now let's look at what makes epithelial tissue unique. Its cells are tightly packed together, forming continuous sheets that protect our organs and body surfaces. And these cells aren't just stuck there. They're connected by cell junctions like tight junctions, desmosomes, and gap junctions. This helps strengthen the tissue and allows cells to communicate with each other so they can work together efficiently. Next, let's talk about the structure of epithelial tissue. It has two main surfaces, the apical surface and the basement membrane. The apical surface is the top or exposed side. It faces either the outside of the body or the inside of an organ's cavity. Some apical surfaces are smooth, while others have cilia or microvilli. Cilia helps move substances, and microvilli increase surface area for absorption. The basement membrane is found underneath. It anchors the epithelial tissue to the connective tissue below it, giving the tissue support and strength. Another important thing to remember is that epithelial tissues are avascular, meaning they don't have their own blood supply. Instead, they rely on diffusion from nearby connective tissues to get nutrients and removes waste. And here's something cool. Epithelial tissues can regenerate quickly. That's why when you get a cut or scrape, your skin heals fast because these cells are constantly being replaced. So now that you know what epithelial tissues are and how they're structured, let's move on how they're classified in the different types you find in the body. My partner Blessy will explain the next.
Thank you, Blaze. Hi again, everyone. I am Blessy Heart Amizola, and I'll continue our lesson by explaining how epithelial tissues are classified and the different types of it. Epithelial tissues are classified based on the two main things. First is the number of cell layers, and second is the shape of the cells. If there's only one layer, we call it a simple epithelium. If there are two more layers, we call it stratified epithelium. Let's go through the types of simple epithelial tissues first. Simple squamous epithelium, a single thin layer of fat cells. Its thinness allows easy diffusion and filtration. You can find it in the air sacs of the lungs and the walls of capillaries. Simple cuboidal epithelium, cube-shaped cells found in the kidney tubules, glands, and ovaries. Their main job is absorption and secretion. Simple columnar epithelium, tall, column cells found in the digestive tract. They help in absorption and secretion and contain goblet cells which produce mucus to protect and lubricate surfaces. Pseudostratified columnar epithelium looks like multiple layers but is actually just one, usually ciliated and found in the lining the respiratory tract. It helps move mucus and trap particles out of the airways. Now, let's move to stratified epithelial tissues. These have multiple layers, which means they offer more protection. First is stratified squamous epithelium, found in areas exposed to a lot of friction like the skin, mouth, esophagus, and vagina. Its main function is protection. Stratified cuboidal epithelium, found in sweat glands, salivary glands, and mammary glands. It's mainly involved in protection and secretion. And lastly is the stratified columnar epithelium, found in the male urethra and ducts of some glands, also functioning in protection and secretion. So, to sum up, epithelial tissues might look different depending on their shape or the number of layers, but all of them serve vital function like protection, absorption, secretion, and filtration. Without epithelial tissues, our body wouldn't be able to protect itself, absorb nutrients, or even release important substances properly. And that's the amazing thing about epithelial tissues. Small, simple, but essential to how our body works every day. Thank you so much for listening and learning with us.